So I was just spreading out and just resting my parts on the ground behind me. Just kind of go through my heels and feet and the calves, how they meet the floor, and the knees and the thighs and the pelvis. And just with the breath kind of moving through our body as if we're touching from inside the different parts and allowing them to rest back with the back of the pelvis, the back of our back, our lower back, our vertebrae, our ribs, our shoulder blades, our armpits. And every breath we take kind of reorganizes behind us what's happening and how we're meeting the ground. And the back of our shoulder blades and the armpits and the arms and the elbows and our hands and our wrists and our fingers. And you can use the breath or use just how you feel to kind of alter a little bit how we're lying on the ground and with our neck, shoulders, and the back of our head where it touches the ground. And have a smile. And let's take a smile from the session, from your part of the session, and just allow it to organize how your head is rested. You can let it touch a bit from the right and touch a bit from the left, to the back of your skull. Or you can lean with an ear closer to the back of your head into a smile. And just feel how you're rested on the ground behind you just by resting on the ground. And use this breath and smile to just find yourself lying on your side, carrying with the smile, with the breath, carrying yourself onto one side, having one shoulder hover over another shoulder, have one side of your pelvis lean over the other side, have one knee over the other knee, foot over one foot. And just place your hands and arms in front of you. Have your fingers, hands, palms facing each other. And we're just going to go over with the upper hand and reach beyond the arm below. Just kind of reaching in front of you. And then taking the shoulder behind you, allowing the hand to caress the lower hand all the way up to the elbow, maybe all the way up to the shoulder, and back in front of the lower hand. And let your head follow all the way around, allowing the hand to stretch over in front, not even stretch, just fold in front of the lower hand. And just go back and forth, caressing the lower hand, maybe reaching all the way to the chest. Again, have your head and your nose and your ears kind of lead the elbow of the hand on top, moving in front of us. Maybe add a little screwing movement into the shoulder to better the leaning of the hand or the caressing of the hand, bringing the elbow all the way to the other side, and just drop yourself backwards and forward. Bring attention to your knees how they're assisting the hands movement. Stretching out with the upper hand all the way to the other side and back to the front. One more time. Going as far out in front of you as you can, reaching with the feet onto the floor. And then with the same cheek, reach to the other side of the floor, spreading your arms out, having the breath replacing our shoulders, our knees, our pelvis, just twisted on the floor. And let's have the arm that was moving over, forwards and backwards, pull us all the way to the side until the knee just goes to the other side, pulling the other knee over, twisted in the opposite direction, having our head now kind of sending away the arm that was the lower one, bringing it forward, just going the opposite side, stretching in front of us, falling in front of us, bringing the other cheek to the ground, caressing the other arm, having the elbow leading us to the twist. And going again, forward. And backwards. Behind us. Again, see how your knees are moving with you as you lean forwards, falling over the lower hand, twisting in the other direction, falling onto our backs one more time, finding our knees back towards the ceiling, more spread out on the floor with our shoulders. Have your knees up towards the ceiling, whether your feet are standing or whether your legs are lying down. Just find yourself spread on the ground. Find your breath. Oy, oy, oy. Lovely. Like it so. And we're gonna use the breath and the twists and the movement of our knees and limbs to take ourselves onto one side. And we're gonna use it to go all the way over onto our knees and hands. And we're gonna use the same ideas of resting our parts, only this time from the air, leaning into our hands and knees and having the back of our shoulder, all the vertebrae through between our shoulder blades, between our pelvis. And let's use our tailbone just kind of move around for us. Use your tailbone to take you around between the knees, between the groins, between the shoulder blades, between your ears. The whole time the tailbone is just moving us around, leaning towards our heels, leaning towards the top of our head, and still using our breath to get everything going. And find yourselves releasing one hand as we're doing the same as we did on our side. Use one hand to let go and lean towards the ceiling. Look with your eyes. Look onto the hand, leaning onto the ceiling. Going with the hand over the head. Still using the tailbone to shift our body. Just watch your fingers moving around. Carrying, connecting the tailbone and the hand. And let's switch hands, lean onto the other hand, releasing. Moving with the tailbone, letting the tailbone shift around the arm, lifting off, up, and all around. And I'm just going to bring in the song as you keep going with the tailbone, shoulders, the arms, the knees, moving around. position, comfortable. Kind of put your shoulder blades behind you. The relativity of the shoulder blades to the armpits, to the vertebrae, to the neck, to the pelvis and the tailbone. You can sit on your knees, you can sit back, however is much comfortable. Able to assess the sensation.